see. I'm back. I'm a little nervous. Hi, Jackie. Whew. All right, lights are back on. We're back, rocking and rolling. But what I did not do is I did not go and get another glue gun. I should probably do that. Yeah. Since I'm going to need a glue gun, I should get a glue gun. Yes, the adventures. Well, I can say I'm not as nervous anymore. All right, let me go get that other glue gun. It's just right there, and we'll get back to painting our little mermaid, our mermaid candy dish. All right. Okay, second glue gun. Hopefully he'll be nicer to me than the other glue gun. This is the bigger one, but that's okay. Oh, sorry about that. All right, so back to painting the bottom, purple, lavender, whatever color you want to call it. That was interesting. When I heard the pop and the sizzle, and I looked over to me and over to my right, and yeah, right there. Usually I have it up where this is, where that is. I usually have it up there, but it wasn't sitting well, so I put it right next to me. And this table is normally back towards the wall. I pulled it out for this feed, for this live feed. So J&V Creations, here we are back again. I am Angela, the guest host, who I am very sorry. I had my glue gun exploded, and I had a tiny little bit of a fire, and it went out instantly. That's when I was silent. It went out instantly, but the lights, you know, thank God for circuit breakers. It just tripped the circuit breaker, and we're back, and yes, we're back. And if you're just joining for the first time, I'm making a mermaid candy dish using a fishbowl, terracotta pot, and terracotta lid or base, however you want to, however you use the bottom. I use it as a base, the bottom piece, except for today it's going to be a lid. And yeah, it's nice to keep on smiling, right? Keep on moving, keep on going. Don't let little obstacles get in the way. They're just little obstacles. You just keep on going, smile, and always choose joy. And when you choose joy, you can't go wrong. So here we are. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I know that I had told you about my little $65 mat here, but I don't know what I was saying after that. So, yes. This is fun. Oh, and I know that I did thank Jackie and Vanessa for allowing me to do this, for giving me the reins for the night and trusting me on that. And I appreciate it. Hi Tammy, welcome back. Had a little situation, but we're back. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying my best not to get the purple on the blue or turquoise. So I'm going ever so slowly around. Also, almost had another issue. This one almost fell. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. But, yeah. So does anybody have plans for this weekend? I know here it's going to be gorgeous. I'm hoping for the beach. That's what I'm hoping to do. Do you guys have any plans for this weekend? Anything fun and exciting? I know next weekend I'm hoping to see some fireworks somewhere. I know that all the ones that we publicly would go see have been canceled, but I'm sure someone's going to have some fireworks somewhere. What's 4th of July without fireworks? No. But yeah, so any plans for the weekend? I know I'm rushing it. We still have one more work day. We can make it. We can make it. Yes. Yes. That's awesome, Tammy. Awesome. I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm hoping that my camper will be moving shortly. We shall see. But into a permanent spot. If it happens, you all will know, but as of right now, it's just in the talk. But be very nice. Up in the mountains, that's where it will go. It'll stay up in the mountains, and so I don't think it's beach time will happen again, but you never know. You don't know, we don't know what tomorrow will bring. But in the meantime, there's an opportunity for it to possibly go upstate. And I'm hoping that by the end of this summer, a decision will be made on whether or not that is what's going to happen. But we shall see. Are you going, staying in Virginia, Tammy, or are you going to go to the Carolinas? Where are you headed? Besides the water. I think I might have lost Tammy. That's okay. So with the with water, the ocean, we all know that waves come in and waves go out. Sometimes you get the white foam on top that you can see from a distance. Sometimes it's nice and calm. So when I was painting this, and while I'm painting this one, that's what I'm thinking about. So when I see some white coming through, I'm not fazed by it. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. I know. This, yes, this has definitely changed a lot of things. Myrtle Beach would have been very nice over the holiday weekend, but I hear you, Tammy. Lots of plans had to be changed, lots of things, but we keep smiling. We keep smiling. All right, so that's the purple part. I did get some purple on the blue, but that's okay because we'll probably cover it up with something. So I went purple, teal, aka turquoise, and so the lid will go purple. So we're going to work right on the lid. Now, unfortunately for me, this lid might turn out to be a different color. It might not match completely to the bottom because right before I came on, it fell in water. So it's still wet. The white paint dried, but it's still wet to the touch. So we shall see. We'll see how it turns out. But again, like the waves of the ocean, if white comes through, white comes through. It's what was meant for it to happen. And it's art. There's no rhyme or reason. Whatever makes you feel happy. If you're enjoying what you're doing, that's all that matters. And we also know that while we are working towards the end result, it gets a little messy. So we're in the messy stage. This is the messy stage. And we like the messy stage. I have been crafting for a very long time. I mean, I am 46, but I fell in love with crafting with my grandmother. A little side story. Whenever we would visit Grandma, she would always have a craft project for us to do. And if ever I become a grandmother, not rushing it. I am not rushing it at all. I'm very content with not being a grandmother at the moment. But if ever I know that I'm going to follow in my grand's footsteps and also do crafts with my grandchildren. My grandmother had a pottery place down the road from her, and we would go and pick out a piece, and at the time, now we go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's or even the Dollar Tree, Walmart, and you pick up ceramics that are already done. All you have to do is paint them. But where my grandmother would take us, you would pick out the piece, you would actually have to carve it still, because the mold that it came in, where it came together, it would still be there. It had rough edges, so you would have to clean that all up. And she showed us how to do that, and then we would decorate it, and then we would bring it back to be fired in a kiln. Oh, I can't say the word. I'm so sorry. But I know what I'm trying to say. A very hot stove, oven, but a kiln. That's what it is. It's a kiln. And then when we would visit Grandma again, we'd go back and pick it up, and we'd see what we made, and it was a lot of fun. And that's when I knew I was gonna like the arts, the crafting. I cannot draw. No, my daughter can. My niece can. Hence the giraffe behind me. I cannot. I also, like Vanessa, cannot do a straight line at all. No. No. It'll always come out crooked. I don't care. Measure twice, cut once. Yes, no. Still does not work out for me. But there is always ways of hiding that, as we have been seeing through the creations that Vanessa has been doing for us on her feed. And yeah, and again, it's all, the truth of the matter is this: there is talent in each and every one of us, and if you just let go and let it happen and enjoy every moment of it, when you step back and look again, you just, like for me, putting the shell on top. As I was looking back, I've had this done since Vanessa asked me if I would come on tonight. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then, recycle, reuse some things that I already had. In fact, the pot was from an orchid that I kept alive for 3 years, which was amazing. And then all of a sudden, it didn't come back again. So I was like, well, I'm gonna repurpose that and use it for this project. And then, like I said about the fishbowl, that poor fishy passed on a while ago. It was a betta. Oh, the top. Yes, that was what was exciting too. Bringing up my grandmother. The little ball that's inside, that's kind of, I'm trying to make it look like an oyster. I don't know if you guys can see it. I tried to move it back when we lost electricity, lights in this room. That was in a box that was my grandmother's, that when I was putting this craft room together, I opened up the box to see what was in it, and there's a lot of different wood pieces. And so I didn't have to go and buy, a piece for the top. I already had it, and it's a memory that I know was my grandmother's. She never used it, it was in with her craft stuff, but, like I said, this is coming out differently. There's lots of white. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is a lighter purple. So what I might do at this moment is just let it rest for a moment, because I think when I let it rest and let it dry just a little and come back, I can go, it can become darker. So with that, what we can work on next, as my glue gun is over here spitting out glue, I'm going to put this in some water. This is water, so that I can clean my brush. And I'm gonna take a sip, non-alcoholic drink. I didn't want to be adulting tonight. We might end up using jute. Where's the jute? We might end up using some jute tonight, or twine. I think mine actually is twine because I am allergic to burlap. Discovered that while we were making, or reminded of it when we were making when we were making the wreath. I swelled up. I was all itchy everywhere. So sometimes jute can do that to me also, which I believe is jute is made out of the same stuff burlap is. So so I'm just going to clean this brush just a little bit. I have paper towels behind me. So I can rant, and I don't want to rant. So if I'm ranting too much, just give me a shh, and I'll stop. And so what we're going to do next, while I let my brush dry and allow the, hi Chris, while I let the brush dry and the bottom piece and or your lid dry a little, we're going to work on putting the sequences on. They're purple and blue, and of course with sequences, not of course, but in case you didn't know, sequences tend to pick up the color it's near or around. So so what I'm noticing is it is picking up a little bit of the yellow, and I believe it's from the shirt. I see that happening on this big one. I'm going to cut these in half. I'm going to separate them, cut them in half. I thank you guys. I'm feeling very comfortable. I didn't know if I was going to. My face tends to show everything from fear to excitement, and they kind of look the same. I am not only, I was in the sun all day. We do a drive-through food pantry. So we were out in the sun with masks on. So I do have redness from being in the sun. I did put sunblock on because I'm very fair skinned. I will burn and then I will peel and then I'll be white again. I don't get that tanning part. And I also made sure the top of my head always gets burnt. So I made sure that I put some sunblock on top of my head also. But my cheeks are also red because, you know, this is a little nerve-wracking. But you guys are making me feel very, very welcomed, and that I am not, that I'm doing a good job, and I appreciate that very much. Okay, so I cut them in half, and what I noticed when I was doing the big one is that if I put if I put some glue, we're going to use hot glue. If I put the hot glue and then I placed the sequence down and I just went around, it didn't, put like every so many another piece of another dab of glue. It still didn't lay correctly. So what I'm going to do, and I was also trying to do a pattern. I was trying to off-center after the first one was down. I was trying to have the other ones, like a zigzag type of a pattern. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to, this time, put a few down, and I'm going to cut it, and then glue again, and see if it comes out. I notice it. Nobody else might notice it, but I do notice it. So, so if you're working with these gems that were from the Dollar Tree, and there was a lot on the wheel, well worth the $1. I did this big one, and now I have it for this little one, and there's still so much left over, and you can separate them. So I would definitely say purchase this. So here I go. I'm going to put a little dab of glue, and remember, hot glue is hot. I do not have my thumb thing that, you know, I kept saying to Vanessa. The Dollar Tree has it. I have 4 sets. You think I would bring it out today? No. No, I did not. So if I get burnt, it's my own fault. I was trying to use the less hot of the glues, the glue guns. The mini one is a low grade. This one is hot, but it'll all work. And then remember, if you get those little, I call them spider webs, they can all get cleaned up later. We're not going to worry about them. No reason to worry about them. So I'm going around the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going around the bottom. Right now I'm doing the blue because I'm sticking with the whole purple, teal, so that's how I'm gonna do it. So right now I'm putting down the blue one, and then when I come back it'll be the purple, and then, you know, so forth. A nice little pattern. Does anybody have plans for the 4th of July? I know it's in a week. I'm going to see my niece. She's a year old. She turned 1 in March. She's starting to walk, which is awesome. I'm so happy. And you know, with the quarantine, I haven't gotten a chance to really see her, so I'm looking forward to spending some time with her, and my brother and my sister Maisha and Joe and my family. So that's our big plan. Sometimes we go out on the boat, but that's not happening this year. And I'm hoping at some point we do get to see some fireworks. Sherry, do you have a pool, or where you live, is there a pool that opens up for you, a public pool? Because we don't have, where I live on Long Island, we don't have public pools. They did in the college. They opened up an Olympic pool, which I can get a membership. I don't have to go to the college just because I live here. I can get a membership, but I didn't do that. We gave our pool up 8 years ago. I miss it, but I don't miss it. I don't miss the maintenance part of the pool. But on days like today, when it was 81 and I was out there, I was kind of wishing for that pool. All right, so now I'm going to start the purple. And I'm going to try and go just a little off and off-centered, just to see, you know, hopefully it works out for me. It didn't the first time, but I think that's because I didn't cut it. I let it stay in the same shape that it came in. So we shall see. And again, I'm gonna cut it to yeah. I like going out on the boat a lot. Especially if I don't have to, which I wouldn't be captain, you know, doing the being the captain, steering the boat. But if I can sit there and just relax and let the breeze take me away, and just, you know, I have nothing to think about. Just let the smell of the ocean, the breeze in my hair. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I also love the mountains too, and I'm not that far from the mountains. That's what I love about living on Long Island. Because like I said earlier, I'm just a few minutes from the ocean, just a few minutes from the bay, from the bay, and then just a few minutes from the Sound. And then I go 1.5 to 2 hours, depending on traffic or if I take a train. And I'm in the city. I'm in Manhattan. Or I can go about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic, depending who's out on the roads. And I could be at Montauk Point, where the lighthouse is. So I like that. And then I can technically go 2 hours. The pattern that I was trying to do is still not working. but that's okay. They're still going on this. They are going on smoother than flatter. Sorry, flatter than how the big one went on. But I'm not getting the zigzag that I was hoping for. But that's okay. And I am getting little spider webs, but I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, so depending on where mountain-wise, if there's a specific area, I can be there in 2 hours and see mountains. Hi Bria, how are you tonight? There is something coming in the mail. I'm late to the party, but I haven't stopped thinking. I don't know why I'm talking to this thing when you guys are all up there, so I do apologize. I keep looking over here. But you and your mom, I owe your mom something. So Tammy, I didn't forget. It's coming. It's coming. But you know something? I think it's going to be well worth the wait. Personally. I mean, you can tell me later that I was wrong on that, but I think it'll be well worth the wait. So yeah, so what I like is, like I said, the mountains are only about 2 hours away if I care to, you know, see the mountains. Where I do tend to go upstate is about 4 to 6 hours depending on traffic. Yeah, so that's another little tidbit about me. So I just finished the second row. So now we have the purple and the teal are on. Now we're going to go do another row we're going to start off with blue, and then we will work our way. I'm trying to, you know, remember to start in the same spot so that I have the same crease, if you want to say, same starting point, so that I know later I'm probably going to want to hide that. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. And yeah. So you all might have read my comment yesterday that I went to Michael's with their 70% off, and I was thinking about those lizards. Now, see, I don't have lizards. I mean, I have salamanders, I think, but I've never seen them. But I don't have lizards. And I do have some birds here that would fit in our bird houses. I know those holes are so little, but I do believe the little birds around here could fit in it. But I started to think about, yeah, Vanessa was saying we can do houses for Halloween. Now, I'm not too particular about Halloween, but I do decorate for Harvest. I'm not into scary stuff at all, but that's okay. I don't do spiders. I'll do black bats. Cute ghosts. I'll do some cute ghosts if they're cute. I don't like scary ones. But I do like sunflowers and the browns and the dark greens and, you know, all that come with the fall. And then Vanessa was saying how we can decorate the houses for Christmas with, you know, the lights and, you know, all the fun stuff. And I was getting so excited that when I went to Michael's yesterday, I was only going in there to pick this size up. Yeah, I didn't paint the bottom yet. Do that another time because, like I said, it fell in water. But when I went to pick that up, that's all I was going to Michael's for. And then I walked in and I saw these campers and like the Volkswagen buggy from the 70s, and I was just like, they were 70% off. They were $4.50. You get 3 for the price of 1. Oh, yes, I couldn't resist. So I splurged and I picked it up. Okay, so another round of the teal is done. Now we're going to work on some more purple. I don't even think I cut it that time. So yeah, trouble with these 70% off. And We didn't have a Hobby Lobby on Long Island. Yes, it was a great deal. A great day, I think is what you're, I don't know what you're trying to say. Great something. We did not have a Hobby Lobby here. The closest Hobby Lobby was in New Jersey. But fortunate for me, I have a family member that lives right around the block. So when I would visit, I would definitely hit up some Hobby Lobby, and Vanessa and Tammy and Jackie. I'm not sure Bria would remember, but definitely when I would visit Virginia, my biggest thing was take me to Walmart. I must go to Walmart because we didn't have a Walmart on Long Island. And I have to say, there's still no Walmart like the one in Virginia. Yeah, so I'm not so much of, oh, take me to Walmart now. And so I would say last year, Hobby Lobby opened up, but it opened up 45 minutes away, which is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing for my wallet. It's a bad thing for, you know, it's not around the corner for me. But before quarantine happened, they cleared some land, about 5-10 minutes from me. And they're putting up building a Hobby Lobby. And yeah, Tammy remembers those days. They cleared the land, and Hobby Lobby is building a store, and it is not in the same parking lot as Michael's, but it is next door to Michael's. So it's the parking lot next to it. And at first I was like, oh, how can they do that? But they did that with Home Depot and Lowe's, and they're both surviving. So, so I'm excited, and I will say, might be a chance where I might go back to retail because, you know, with all this crafting going on, and Vanessa and Jackie being so awesome and doing these videos, it's got me, you know, oh, I want to make everything, but I don't have everything here. And so I wouldn't be surprised if I apply. And they're closed on Sundays, which is good, so I don't have to request the Sunday off. So who knows? Hobby Lobby might be in my future. Hi, Sarah. And so we shall see. But Hobby Lobby, I went there a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so now the next row of purple is done. We're going to go back to the teal. So we're almost done. Almost done with this. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and because they were closed, there was so much stuff that was, again, 70% off. So it was a bad thing that we were closed because, you know, like, we couldn't do anything, and we kept placing orders online and nothing was showing up. But now that they're opened, it's a phenomenal thing because everything's on sale. Everything's on sale, and we're getting it at a, you know, really good buy. And I'm all for the bargains. I'm all for the bargains, not paying full price. Yeah, I see it, and I'm like, all right, you just came out. I'll wait a few months or a few weeks sometimes, and if it's not there, hey, it wasn't meant to be. We weren't meant to have it. You know, there'll be something around the corner that whatever we were going to use that for, there'll be something around the corner that, you know, we can do the same thing. So, yeah. I actually thought, and now I can see, definitely Vanessa and Jackie, I understand this. I thought that I was going to be done in 5 minutes. Well, I mean, we did have a little bit of a hiccup, but I thought I was going to be done in 5 minutes, and then I was going to, like, play around with another idea. Maybe I'll show it to you later, and Jackie or Vanessa can pick up on it, and do it in another video. So we'll see, because I don't want to keep this too late. It is Thursday, you know, we're not at our Friday just yet. Yeah, time flies. And I'm also thinking that I didn't measure correctly, because it looks like I still have some space. So I might have to come back to that, but that'll be all right. So we're working on the last row of blue. No, purple, sorry. This is the last row of purple, and I probably could go one more, but I didn't bring any down here. I left that in the living room. Yeah. Yeah, it's not down here. I left it in the living room. Because yesterday I was playing with, trying to put something else together. And I wanted to watch TV on the bigger TV. So I had it in the living room. But, we'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So, I don't recall that anybody wrote what they would put on their, or what you will put on your mermaid candy dish if you make this. And of course, if you make this, we would love to see it. And there is a spot on the Facebook page for you to show what you created. It doesn't have to be even the creation that one of us have made that we've showed you. Of course, if you did make this, we would love to see it. But it could be anything that you're making. You know, you making any lizard? Do you have lizards? Do you have lizards like Vanessa has lizards? I want to meet these lizards. But yeah, it could be anything. Because we can inspire each other. I know for sure that there are things that Vanessa and Jackie have made that I would never have thought of making, and they created it, and I was like, wow, I want to take that on. I want to try that. And so, you know, put up whatever it is you're making. And if you have a talent in crocheting, if you have a talent in quilting, let us see what you're making. I can't quilt. I talked about that sewing machine that didn't come, that I'm still going to purchase, but not until I can physically like look at a sewing machine. All right, so there we go. It's sparkling. I don't know if you guys can see it sparkling. Yes, inspire others. So there we go. I'm going to go back to trying to paint this a darker color, but in the meantime, I think I'm going to come a little closer to show you guys some ideas for you guys to. I have more mermaids that are going to go on this jar. And like I said, if you want to make this and you want the mermaids for yours, you want the decals, go to jnvcreations.com, I believe is what it is. But I'm sure it's in the link below. So I want to show you some options we have. I love options. I love options. What we can put on the bottom when it's some options. Let's see. We won't go too crazy. All right. My little handy dandy basket. I know it's a handy dandy notebook, but this is my handy dandy basket that I decided to put all my little specials in. So I'm going to come closer to the camera so that you guys can see this, and then I will paint some more. So we have some castles, and I thought about Ariel being the princess, so I thought about a castle. We also have some of these cute little beach things, and this got me thinking about the dingle hopper and all those other little things, but there's no dingle hopper on here, but there are some other stuff. I was thinking with this, if we did any of it, maybe it would have just been the clownfish, but if you guys want me to put one of those on, we can. This, funny story, my first cruise with Vanessa and the family, this came from that cruise line, Carnival Cruise Line. I took it to do scrapbooking with. So we have some more fishes here. And then we have the fish that I used on the big guy. Okay? And if I went too fast, I'm sorry. So if you like any of them in particular, let me know, and I will add. Love the clownfish and the sandcastles. Okay, so gonna paint. Gonna paint. See if I can get this a darker purple. If not, then it just stays this purple. It's not bad. It's not the exact color I wanted, but it's not bad. Add some more purple to my palette. I'm using from the dollar store. It's a little tray, and it holds 6 different colors. What I do like to do, don't know if any of you like to do this, but what I like to do at the end when I'm done painting whatever it was that I was painting, I like to take the colors. When I was younger, I would take the colors and mix them together, and you know what? It always came out brown. Always, no matter what, it came out brown. So now as I'm older, I don't mix the colors. I slightly blend them together, and then what I like to do is take out a piece of ceramic or a piece of wood and just let the colors, you know, marble. Do like a marble. And I don't know, there's something about I don't want to waste the paint. It's like, can't get it back in the bottle, but I don't want to rinse it and throw it out, like, you know, throw it out. So it's like, what do you do? So that's what I do. Do you guys do anything fun like that? Or do you just throw the color away? Yeah, thank you, Jackie. And especially now, I mean, when, I'm going to age myself again, but when my kids were little and we would go to Michael's or Kmart or Walmart, you can pick up these bottles, the bottles that we're using today, you can pick them up for like 29 cents. Now, nope, you can't pick them up for 29 cents. Yeah, you just wash it out. No, you can't get them for 29 cents. Maybe you can get them on sale, at least here. You can get them on sale 59 cents, 79 cents. Peel it off. Kind of like when you'd, yes! Yeah. Yep, I hear you. I hear you on that, yep. I still do the glue thing. Woo, almost dropped it. I still do the glue thing. It's a good, it's not a manicure, because that would be your nails. But it's, I don't know. It's good for, oh, I know what I'm trying to say. A good scrub without a scrub for your hands. But yeah, so, you know, now it's 79 cents or 99 cents or $1.29. I don't want to just put that right down into the drain. Nah. And of course you have to have a piece of wood around, you know. If you don't, then hey, then you got to do what you got to do, you know. But if you have something that you could put the paint on, why not? Go for it. See what happens. So I'm still getting a lot of that white, and I really think it's because the terracotta dish is still wet. I can feel it wet under my fingers. You should have seen my face when it fell in the water. I was like, what? No. And but it's darker than it was, so that's good. And again, like I had said about the ocean, you know, white can come through, not a problem. And it's all a creation. And yeah, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna stop messing with it, and I'm gonna let it sit for a second or two. And while that is sitting, I hope I didn't just get paint on my face, which I might have. I'm gonna paint, if I can grab it, I'm going to paint the little the little round piece of wood that I found that was my grandmother's. I don't know if you can see it. It is actually completely round. I did not find a small enough shell. The next shell, like I said, I don't know where all my shells are, and I didn't have time to go to the water today. But I'm planning on doing the same thing, making it like a little oyster type of a deal. But the shell that I did find was twice the size of this one, so that would not work. It's like the size of this dish. What I'm going to do is kind of what I just said. I'm going to pick up, even though I still have purple on my paintbrush, I'm going to pick up some of the turquoise, and I'm going to just let it do what it's going to do, provided it does not do a muddy color, which I don't think it will. I think it's going to marble-ish, kind of. I'm just going around in circles, trying not to mush the colors together too much. I know I could use the tip and get more of a marble look, but we'll see. Just so that, I just don't want to see any more of the wood, and I know my fingers are getting all painted on, but that's fine, you know. That's the whole fun part of crafting, is getting messy. Of course, when my kids were little, I didn't want them getting messy, so we didn't do Play-Doh. We didn't do Play-Doh, and we did crafts that didn't allow for too much of a mess. But they did still craft. So like I said, I'm just trying to, this one I did a solid turquoise. This one I wanted to go with the marble look. Also because I don't want to waste the paint that I overdid in the dish. So, kind of looking like a marble. It's reminding me of a bowling ball. There we go. Just need 3 little holes and it'll be like a bowling ball. Just want to make sure I have no more wood color left. No more of the wood showing through. These are my favorite colors. I do stick with the blue family. That's my favorite color. But I absolutely love the purples and the turquoises and the teals. I like that look together. But any blue. I like any blue, royal blue, any blue. Blue's my favorite color. But when you're dealing with mermaids, they tend to be like the purples and the teals and some silver. And yeah, I was trying. That's what I was trying to do. I wanted to do like scales, but I'm not talented enough. I discovered that quickly. So this got painted twice because I was doing purple hills, purple half circles, and yeah, they were just not coming out right, and not looking the way I wanted them to. So then I was going to, alright, so it's got a little bit of a marble look. I might be too far away, but trust me on it. I'm gonna let that sit. I'll let that sit in this little guy here to dry for right now. So then I was thinking of making some circles using a punch, and maybe like ½ inch. I'll put this in the water to clean it. ½ inch circles, and then cut them in half. And then I was going to use them, like tape them and use them as a stencil. But then I remembered I bought these sequences, and I was like, wait, that's going for the pattern it's going for the look I want, and it's got the silver in it, and when it's in the, sorry, my cat came in the room. When the light hits it, it's got a very pretty shimmer to it. So I was like, well, that's kind of, doing exactly what I wanted it to do. I'm almost done cleaning the brush. And let it dry. So what we'll do now is, Jackie, you liked the castle and you liked the clownfish. So let's see what we can do. with that. Let's see. And I'll wait because I know that there is a delay. So, let's see. Oh, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see. But was there a specific, yes, castle that you liked? Was there one in particular that you liked? I know we're going to also have to go by the size too. We might not fit it, but let's see. Let me see. Yeah, they actually, I personally don't care if it hangs over into the gems. I don't care. That won't bother me any. But let me know if that bothers anybody else. There's also some, in this, there's some starfish, and there are some, any of the sandcastles that will fit. Okay. There's also sand dollars. So starfish, sand dollars. There's another, I think that's a shell. Yeah, it's another shell. So, let's see. Yeah, they're all they'll all hang over. What do you guys think? They'll hang, I don't know if you can see, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know what I'll do. I'll open it up. This is fun. Which one, Sarah? The top corner. The thin one. Okay. So this one, Sarah? Where my finger is? Kind of like a silo for a castle. That one? And it'll look like that. So it'll go over a little. It'll hang over, which I don't have a problem with it going over. What do you guys think? Yeah, you like that one. Okay, let's see. Move that over. All right. So what do we think about putting, since there's two of those, we'll put one on each side. We can put the clownfish in the middle, and then, you know, do some starfishes and some starfish and sand dollars. Do we like that idea? And then we got to determine where the middle is. All right. I'll wait and see what you guys come back with. Yes. Okay. All right. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Mr. Clownfish. Let's see. Do we want him just all these questions? You're probably like, Angela, just do. Do we want him to just be in the center, or do we want him to go up, or do we want him to go down, or just center him? Not upside down. I almost put him upside down. Did I show him to you upside down? Yes, Nemo's been found. On an angle. Angle up, Sarah, or angle down? I think angle up because, you know, he's heading up, and we already have him on the ocean floor. So yeah, so we'll angle him up. Yeah, that's where I'm headed. Headed angling him up. All right. And he's got swim down. All right, let's see. Are you saying yup to Buddy or yup to me? Swim down. Oh no, okay, we're laughing about swimming down. Okay. we're gonna swim up. All right. So he had two little stickers that I had to peel off to get him to stay on. Aw, that's adorable. Okay, now, yeah. All right, so we'll put that aside. Now we'll go for the little castle pieces. Now, I don't care that they're going to be sticking up. That does not bother me at all. I actually like it. Let's see. Hopefully you guys like it. Go with the other side. Right about there. Again, just like lines, I'm guessing. It looks even to me. So, yeah. Do we want to do the shell too? I think he's right there. That guy. Do we want to do him also? So this way all three are on there, or just stick with the starfish and the sand dollar. Okay, yes, the shell. All right, so we'll put a starfish there. We'll put a sand dollar here. I'll show you guys when I'm done placing them. All right, and then, oh, that's gonna look nice. I think they're all the same size, the shells. Let's see. We shall see, we shall see. I think if Nemo's there, this shell going here might be evening it out. I hope. We'll see. And then we'll put another starfish on this side. And another, oh, which one did I do on this side? Okay, so we'll do an opposite one. Do this one. And this side. All right, here we go. What do we think? I don't know if I'm going the right way, but I'll just turn anyway. So we have Nemo, we have a castle, we have a starfish, we have a sand dollar, a shell, and then another sand dollar and another starfish and another castle. Do we like it? Do we want to add anything else? We also have the lid. I didn't decorate this lid, and I was actually going to ask you guys tonight if we wanted to put any of these on that lid, but sometimes, you know, you should just not do too much because it could get gaudy looking, and you want to keep it, you know, not too gaudy looking. But do we want to add any of these to the lid for our small one, or to the lid to the big one, or just hold back and what we've done is good enough? Yeah. I wasn't thinking the bottom though, Sarah. I was thinking to the lid. Like how this lid is around here on the big one, or around here on the small one. Or just leave all the decoration to the bottom. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Jackie. Hold back on the decorating. Let it all be what it is. Now remember, I am planning on I'm not planning on buying. I'm planning on going to the ocean and finding some more shells to add to this lid. But for today, I'm just gluing down the little knob, the little circle that I found. Oops. Now another thing is, I'm going to glitter this. Remember, hot glue is hot. I'm trying not to burn myself as I glue this down. The other thing is, another reason why I decided to place the shell there and the jute or twine is because I wanted to hide the glue. You know, because this is a circle, it doesn't have a flat bottom, so I'm using a lot of hot glue to keep it in place. You know, you don't want to, when you're taking out the candy, or, you know, reaching for the candy or reaching for the cookies, you don't want the knob to fall off while you're doing that. So I don't know if you guys can see, it's got a marble look to it. But I wanted to cover that, so I used the twine. I think this one is twine. The darker, I have some jute over there, and it's thicker. This one's not as thick. I crocheted this. In fact, I even brought my crocheting hook in case we did that tonight, and I could just quickly crochet a little something. I'm also looking, because what I did do, I didn't bring it over here, but what I will do, sorry I'm not doing this tonight in front of you guys, but I have glitter glue. It picks up all, it's iridescent, it picks up all, I'm just making sure I don't have it with me. You know what, it'll take me 10 seconds to go get it. Let me just go get it. I brought both of them over because if this one does not, this one's from Michael's. These used to be 99 cents. They're now $1.99. And if it doesn't come out, I will use this one that's from the Dollar Tree for $1. So I've used them both already. I mean, this one I've been using for years. The one from Michael's, I've been using it for years. The glitter glue from the Dollar Tree I just picked up last month, and I don't see a difference. So big bottle, smaller bottle, $1.99 now, $1 at the Dollar Tree. So, gonna do is, if it allows me to. Yep, that's why I brought over the other one, because these get clogged. And it seems like it's clogged. So usually I'll take like a toothpick or the head to a safety pin and clean the clog out. But for today, I'll just use the one from the dollar store. And what this does, it just gives some shimmer. That's all. I mean, it's more than just, you know. And I like to use my finger to make it go around, all the way around, and it dries clear with then the glitter, the iridescent glitter all around it. So there we go. All right, we're not gonna have a shell tonight, but there will be a shell in its future. And then, oh yes, fun part, decals. We're gonna put our mermaids on. Are we still here? You still having fun? Am I boring you yet? Okay, so when I printed these out, and I can give you the exact sizes. I believe I did just under 4 inches on the big jar, and I believe I did just under 3 inches for the smaller jar. I'm going to make one more for this jar. I only did 3, and actually I think if I do a 4th one, it'll look nice. On this littler jar, 3 is more, the size that I did, 3 is more than enough. Jackie can easily make these for you. All you do is go over to the website, and she will make any size that you would like. I will make sure that in the comments I say what sizes I use, so that if you do ask for them, you know what sizes I used on these two jars. So what I'm going to do quickly is I personally use rubbing alcohol. I don't know if Jackie does, but you know what I did not do? Jackie probably saw it already. She's probably like, how are you going to transfer that? Good question. Good question. I forgot to put the transfer on. Huh. Alright, we'll figure this out. Alright, so for right now, I'm just going to go around with the rubbing alcohol just to get any fingerprints off, any oils, any of that good stuff. And it dries quickly. It's going to take me 10 seconds. Again, 10 seconds. 10 seconds is my answer for everything. But it will take me, I can open up a new one, which is right there. Alright, that's what I think I'm going to go do. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going on an adventure. So, I have purchased from Cricket, and I've also purchased from the dollar store. This is from the dollar store. It's a quick cover, but it's an adhesive covering. But it works for me. It works great for when I want to put my decals on my window or on my wall or on a piece of wood. So it's going to take me just a few seconds just to cut out. Now for what I'm going to do, since I'm going to do 3 of these, and all three are for me. I'm not this. When you receive these from Jackie, they will all be covered in their own transfer tape. But what I'm going to do for A, time, and B, because I know I can reuse, recycle, I'm just going to just cut this out once, and I'm going to use it for all 3 decals. And I'll show you how I'll do that. Again, it's another one of those things like the paint. If I can reuse it, I'm going to reuse it. So I'm going to just quickly show you the little secrets behind decals. Okay. Also, because I'm not sending this to anyone, I'm using this myself. I didn't bother with making sure that it was completely even because I don't need to. I'm just going to be using it right now within seconds. I'm going to use the handy dandy little card that J&V Creations sends you when you order a decal from them. So I'm going to use that to just scrape this right on down, to adhere it to each other, to make it so that I can lift it and put it on our cute little jar. Our little fish bowl. Again, I don't do anything even. When you get something from me, it's made with love. But I'm not guaranteeing you that they're all going to be going, I'll guarantee they'll all be going the right way, but I am not guaranteeing that they will all be going the same spacing out. So I'm placing the mermaid on the glass slowly. It's got little curves, and you know, we're dealing with something round, and you know, sometimes I'll cut, being that I'm going to use this again, I'm going to try not to have to cut it, but sometimes when I'm doing something round, I'll cut some angles in so that I can get it flatter. But it looks like we're doing pretty good. Of course, I said that, and now I've got a bubble. There we go. And these can be made in all different colors. You know, you can go purples and teals and blues and reds, and you know, you can make your mermaid whatever color you want. There's an iridescent vinyl, so you don't have to do black. There we go. Here's our first one. All right, now we'll go do the second one. And I can tell you from experience, and I'm sure Jackie will say the same thing, it makes us happy when we can make something for you. It does. You know, a friend of mine asked me the other day if I can make her a decal using the Little Mermaid. I mean, yeah. No, I'm sorry, not Little Mermaid. I'm looking at a mermaid. No, I'm sorry, Tinkerbell. And she's making a lantern for herself. And it took me seconds to do it for her. And I loved it. I loved the fact that I could do that for her. Yeah, see, Jackie does agree. Okay, here goes our second one. Again, first one went on, no problems. The second one, I am not going to say she's going to be in the same spot. She might be lower. In fact, I can almost guarantee she's going to be lower than her sister. These are cute little gifts if you have a little girl in your life. She could put like cotton balls. She could put her hair ties. You know, it doesn't have to be a candy dish. It doesn't. You know, it reminds me of a gumball machine, but it doesn't have to be. You know, be creative. And if this is inspiring you, inspire others. And if this is something that you're like, but you know somebody that would like it, inspire. Because I know I have been inspired a lot lately, and I'm happy about that. I do have a bubble, which she might just remain a bubble. But yeah, so you can, you know, you can use this for anything. It doesn't have to be. There's our second mermaid. I might have done a decent. Nah, she's a little lower. I knew it. She's lower. That's okay though. But when you start putting stuff in, no one's gonna sit there and take out a measuring ruler. And if they are, hey, you made it with love. At least I do. I make it with love. I make it so that when you look at it, it makes you smile. At least I hope it makes you smile. So one more, and then we could start assembling our little there we go. Okay, was our last one. Almost there. bubble, got it out. Little bubble, got it out. All right. I think she's higher, but that's all right. They're swimming, right? They're swimming. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to make sure, see this guy? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Can't forget. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. Not ready for gluing just yet. So this one's not glued down yet. And it's not glued down yet because you probably just saw a sparkle fall. So I was letting that dry. So I'm probably not going to glue this guy down. I'll glue the big guy down tonight, but I won't glue down the littler guy. The littler guy. Is that a word? Littler. All right, here we go. We're gonna have some fun for a second, and that is we are going to use some Mod Podge. Here we go, and some sparkles, some glitter, and I'm gonna just put some of this inside my dish that's right here. A little goes a long way. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna use I used a foam brush for this one. I'm going to use just a regular brush, and when this video ends, I'm gonna immediately use soap and water to clean it off. So onto our jar. What I'm going to do, since this is the water, I'm gonna make some like waves. Some waves. Some waves. In and out. And you know, waves are all shapes and sizes, and sometimes they peak up in a straight line and then crash right on back down. Sometimes they're nice and big and round. I'm going to slow down for a moment because I don't want it to dry too fast. I should have opened this up already. Yes, I like glitter, and when I say I like glitter, I like to just pour it. Yes, I like to just pour the glitter. And then see what happens. I know I can go thicker with the glue then, or where the glue did not, you know, where the sequences, the glitter did not stay, come back through, use my hand. I like glitter. I like things that sparkle and shine. This one's not coming out as wavy, but that's okay. That's okay. A little at a time. I'm going to show you. I'm also trying to go with the mermaid that's there. I don't know if you can see that. Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. I'll continue. So yeah, so this can be much more than a cookie jar or candy dish. You can hold the hairpin, hair clips, cotton balls if you have a mermaid bathroom. Ooh. If you have a mermaid bathroom, it can hold, yeah, your cotton balls. Hope I'm not putting anybody to sleep. Almost done. I actually think I can glue this down tonight too, because I didn't take it to the bottom, so probably work out making high waves there, because that mermaid's a little higher, and yeah. I'm having fun. I hope you're all having fun. And I hope you do try this There I go with my pouring again. But that's why I'm pouring into, oh, in case you can't see, I am pouring into a dish. I'm not pouring onto the table. I've got it going into a dish. And then, yeah. So there we go. Some are falling off right now, but that's, you know, that's expected. All right. I will clean that up a little later. Now I'll glue it down. Get that out of the way. I'm not going to bother with the glitter that's on the table right now. That'll be a lot. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to see where our little Nemo is compared to our mermaid. Kind of get them saying hello a little. Alright, and then I'm going to take the hot glue that's hot and just squirt, 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 squirt. More than a dab in this case. We know a dab will do you, but in this case we need more than a dab. Okay, let's see. Again, put this back. Aw, I think she's so cute. And then we're not going to do anything more on the lid. I think that's the conclusion we came to. So we're done. We did it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do a shell. I did put the glitter on the top. And there we go, guys. There we go. It's got a little bit of the glue running down the side, but you know, running down right here, but I'll take care of that later. But here she is. And then, since I am making this a candy dish for right now, I'm making this a candy dish. And let me see in my bag of goodies, what do I have? I know they're not going to be the most tasty, but I like the colors, so I picked it up. And they're the after dinner mints, and I like that they were pastel colors, so that's why I went with them. So I just put them right in the middle there, right inside. I bought 2 bags, Dollar Tree. Bought 2 bags because I wasn't sure if one bag was going to be enough. So here we go. I don't know any kid that would want these dinner mints, but I got them for the color, not really for, you know, someone to eat them per se. But here we go. I hope you can see that. And then later I'll take a picture. But we have some water, we have some, yeah, some sums. So I hope you guys like that. Did we want to? We do not have to, but I'll ask real quick. Did we want to put any of these on the bigger one? We do not at all have to. And I'm gonna glue this one down while I'm here, so that I can also lift it and show you, I love these. Oh, you like, oh good, Jory. Oh, okay, Sarah, excellent, excellent, excellent. I need another glue stick. Don't go nowhere. Now remember, if this inspired you, inspire others. All decals. You can, you know, ask Jackie, go to the website, and don't mind me. I never use a glue gun like this. It's just the angle that the other dish is in front of me. I'm in an awkward position. But here we go. Put this guy down. I should probably turn it around first, just to make sure I'm going in the direction I want. Okay. Here we go. All right. Oh, yes. Now this one, I don't know if you guys are seeing it. but I see it, and I felt it earlier today. It is a little, it's not completely straight, but that's the bowl itself. It's the bowl itself. I noticed that it was off-centered, like, I don't know how the fish survived it. But anyway, there's the fish on the bottom. So I'll take a picture of both. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for allowing me, thank you all so much for allowing me to come on tonight to do this little project with you. I hope you all try it. I was going to if we had time, but I can't believe how fast time goes by. I was going to finish this one with you guys. I'm doing for a friend. She didn't know what to do with this jar. There are some red, white, and blue candies inside. She didn't know what to do with this jar. I was like, let me have it. I'll do something with it. I'm going to paint this red, and it goes right on top. And this white is ready white, and the blue. I'm going to put it together. And then I have some stars, some garland, red, white, and blue garland stars that I'm going to put around it and give it to her as a gift. And if we had time tonight, I was going to finish that with you guys. But I thank you. I thank you so much for staying on with me and for coming back after we lost the lights and had a little fire. If this inspired you, inspire others. Tomorrow, I think Jackie is on, possibly with 5-minute ideas, craft ideas. And I also know that tomorrow is new merch. So thank you. I'm very honored that I was able to be here tonight. And have a wonderful evening, and see you all soon. Hopefully I get called back to, get asked to come back again. All right, bye.